I'm making this video. Right now I'm identifying as an angel. As you can see, the light is behind me and I'm shining like an angel. I have a message. This is coming from someone who is 62 years old. And I have been through a lot of different things in life, including being homeless. But I've also had many blessings in life. I had the opportunity to serve in the Marine Corps. I also had the opportunity to serve in the United States Navy Reserves. And I also had the opportunity to become a commercial electrician. Those are the good parts of my life. The bad parts of my life are I've been homeless a few times. I had a father that committed suicide. I was abused as a child. And the final straw that broke the camel's back for this angel is I contracted meningitis 20 years ago to this year. And before I contracted the meningitis, I was a very confident man. Especially working as an electrician, I was very confident. But it doesn't take a lot for a person to lose their ego and to lose their self-esteem in an ego-driven society. All it takes is one mishap, one illness, or one injury. And that's exactly what happened to me. One injury is all it took. One illness. And it spiraled me into depression, where I look back on my life and I saw all the good things I did, and all of it meant nothing when I couldn't do it anymore. So I guess my message, if there's a message to be learned, is that you're only going to be on the planet for a certain amount of time. And the thing that I've learned the most is that everybody wants power. Power over their own lives. And when they don't get that, they get angry. And then weird things happen. People start getting violent. And people live with their emotions rather than using common sense to get through their problems. So I guess my message is, after 62 years on this planet, having served in 2 military services, and being an angel now, I can honestly say that the only way we'll ever make it, this society, is to find peace inside ourselves and not to go looking somewhere else for somebody else to solve our problems. Because that's what I see happening, is everybody else is blaming everybody else about their problems. And as you see what happened a few days ago in Minneapolis, it just goes to show that violence is not the key to the answer. And maybe there is no answer. Maybe it's just being. Maybe the key to life is just to be. Maybe the key is to help somebody out. Maybe the key is to get help from somebody else. I haven't figured it out. But I do know that the striving and the trying to achieve in life, which I did for many years, will never make you happy. Will never bring you happiness. It might bring you money, it might bring you power, it might bring you some kind of satisfaction. But like a video game, it's just an instant hit of dopamine. It's just a hit, it's an instant rush. And that's not really the way to live life. Because you see it all the time, people trying to do things to get that instant rush of adrenaline, to try to get more likes by doing a selfie off a big mountain or something. And then in the end, they fall off the mountain and die. All for a little bit of attention. And it really makes you kind of wonder, especially as I get older. After I've done all these crazy things, not so crazy, but all these things that I was taught to try to achieve when I was younger. In this day and age, it seems like it really doesn't matter. Because I think as people, we've lost our way in respect in what we're shooting for in life, what we want to achieve in life, personal achievements, or even just being a good person. There's always this competition to outdo somebody else. And I can tell you, it's not the way to do things. In my opinion. I've had many friends that have tried to live that life and fall off the wagon and end up back at a bar again. And some of them have died trying to achieve some kind of monumental feat. And maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I don't know everything, but 62 years is a long time to understand life through experiencing my own success, my own failure, and realizing that money is not the key to your happiness. And that shouldn't be the end goal. I believe the end goal should just be to be a halfway decent human being. Even if you make mistakes. You have to find a way to become humble in your life. For me, it was contracting meningitis. It humbled me. It freaking just was crushing. To be a strong, independent person to laying in a hospital bed with IVs, with brain damage that I still have today, difficulty making decisions, difficulty understanding the world around you. These are the things that happen when you get sick or get hurt. So, if you are out there raising hell, or even if you're not, but you're being down on yourself about life, just think about the people that can't even get up out of bed. Think of the people that can't even understand what one other person's saying to them. Because we're out here. There's people like me everywhere. Thankfully, I'm not in a hospital. I'm an angel. Hopefully you get the message. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. And that maybe just to not expect so much. Maybe to just be content with what you have. Maybe that's a lesson I can learn too. Just to be content with whatever you have. To not want more. To not want to achieve more. But just to be a halfway decent person. When I grew up, there were 3 things that I was brought up with. My dad taught me these things in the 70s. Don't lie, don't cheat, and don't steal. That was it. Don't lie, don't cheat, and don't steal. You're going to have hardships because nothing's free. But I guarantee if you live by those 3 rules in your life, don't lie, cheat, or steal, you're going to have a much better outcome. in the long run. Because life is not, by all means, by any means, a race. It's more of a marathon. Maybe something to think about. From this angel, coming from you in the light. Thanks for watching.